Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Now today's video clearly isn't an actual match day experience because this time I'm going to be trying something a little bit different. Now recently I put out a little poll on the community section of my channel asking if you wanted to see something other than the actual match day vlogs themselves. So here we are. I'm going to do a Premier League predictions video. There are only 7 games unfortunately this week rather than 10, and I'm also doing this because I'm not sure if I'm going to be going to a game this weekend, which is unfortunate, but of course, you know, things do cost money, and next week is the international break as well, so that will be a week off. So I don't know what I'm going to do then, but there definitely won't be like a Premier League or Championship game as it's not on. But anyway, let's crack on with the predictions. Okay, so the first game is Aston Villa versus Southampton as they face off at Villa Park on Friday night. It's a late one, and also Villa in the last game against Southampton won 4-0 at Villa Park as well. Now, despite being winless in 3 games, Villa did manage to hold Man City to a draw at Villa Park. So clearly they're looking to build that home advantage and really use it to help them. And I think they will do this against Southampton. I've gone 1-0 to Villa. I don't think there'll be too many goals, to be honest. Southampton's last game also ended 1-0 in a 1-0 loss against Wolves. However, before that, they did beat Chelsea. However, that was at home. Unfortunately for the home side, Cash is expected to be out, but apparently Dendoncker will be fit. So we'll see if he plays. For the away side though, Romeo Lavia, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm pretty sure is out. So that's a bit of a blow for Southampton as he's done quite well this season so far. Also, if you do want to see more videos like this or different kinds of videos rather than just the matchday vlogs themselves, because I know the channel is the matchday experience, but I can still do bonus content like this for the channel because extra videos, more content, and it means I can get more videos up on the channel. Anyway, next game is Forest versus Fulham. It's also on the Friday night, and these two sides have never met in the Premier League before, so this will be an interesting one. Now, Forest lost their last game 3-2 at home to Bournemouth. They were 2-0 up and completely bottled it. With that said, I think the fans will be really up for it in this game Friday night against Fulham as well, who at the start of the season were relegation contenders, and I'd say they still are, to be honest. So it's a big game for them. They need to get back into winning ways. However, I don't see this happening. Fulham are doing well for me. The likes of Andreas Pereira, Joao Palhinha in the midfield, and also Mitrovic up front, proving that he's still good in the Prem. And with that, I honestly think it'll be 2-2. They've also got Willian and Dan James coming in, so I can see plenty of goals happening in this one. Another late game. So yeah, for me, Forest 2, Fulham 2. So those of you that watch the channel regularly probably know that my voice is a little bit different at the minute, and that's because I unfortunately have a cold, but thankfully it's coming towards the end of it. Moving on, next game, Wolves versus Man City at Molineux. Now, Wolves are happens every video. I can't do one video without stuttering. Anyway, moving on. Wolves are yet to lose at Molineux this season, but Man City are yet to lose away this season. They did draw at Newcastle, so we know that they're not going to be winning every game this season like some people actually predicted. But I think this one will be close. I know the scoreline doesn't say it too much, but Wolves have got a really strong midfield, so I think they'll use that to their advantage. They're going to need to match Man City with a 3 in midfield. Otherwise, they're just going to get dominated. I think they'll play similar styles, probably both 4-3-3s. So we'll see how that goes. Unfortunately for Man City as well, I think Cancelo and Stones are both suspended. Wolves also won their last game too, so they've got a bit of momentum heading into this one. So we shall see what happens. Now it's the Geordie boys as they take on Bournemouth at home. Now I really wanted to go to this one, but unfortunately the trains they're not running. I don't know what's going on. There's too many strikes. But for this one, it's an easy win for the Newcastle boys in my opinion. I'm going to go with 3-0 to the home side. Now they're playing well, and despite having big injuries with Bruno Guimaraes, Shelvey, St Maximin, and also Callum Wilson all out with hamstring injuries. Well, they're definitely doubts anyway, and I don't think many of them will play against Bournemouth. Despite that, they do have very good strength and depth now. Okay, so it's not the best. However, they have got some players that can definitely fill in. I'm looking forward to seeing Alexander Isak as well, because I do think he'll be very crucial for Newcastle this season. Now, despite me thinking it'll be an easy win for Newcastle, they are winless in 5, having only won on the first game of the season. A couple of draws in there as well, and let's not forget they have played both Man City and Liverpool and held City to a draw, so we shall see what happens. Bournemouth though, they'll be on a high after beating Forest last week, 2-0 down as well, so it'll be an interesting one, but I think Newcastle will take it. Okay, the next game, the final one on Saturday, the late game, Spurs versus Leicester. Again, this was another one that I looked at going to, but unfortunately it's just not going to work out. However, for me, Spurs, easy win. Easy win. Leicester have 1 point. They've lost their last 5 games. They've only drawn 1 game. and that was at home as well. For me, I think Brendan Rodgers is going to go soon, to be honest with you. And Spurs are playing well in the league. Yes, they lost midweek to Sporting, which obviously was unfortunate for them. However, I don't think they'll have any trouble in this game. For me, it's 4-0 to Spurs. We'll see. This could be very funny if Leicester win, but yeah, I just don't see it happening, to be honest. Spurs are very good at home too. They've won all 4 games at home in all competitions, including that game against Marseille in the Champions League. Speaking of the Champions League, I am hoping to go to Spurs versus Frankfurt on Wednesday the 12th of October. So look out for that video. I know it's a while away, but I should be going, and I'm really looking forward to it. Spurs also beat Leicester in their last home game as well, the last game that they played. So for me, I can only see one outcome, guys. I genuinely cannot see any way that Leicester are winning. They've lost some big players as well, like Fofana and Schmeichel as well, who's a big player for them. And obviously, Danny Ward hasn't done too well, to be honest with you. He's not the worst. He could have done a bit better, but I just wanted to see a little bit more from him, to be honest with you. Moving on to Sunday's games, and now this early one, Brentford versus Arsenal, has actually had its kickoff time moved. It's now 12 o'clock, an early one, but for me, I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. Arsenal have won 5 out of the 6 games they played this season, only losing to Manchester United away. However, in their next away game against Brentford, I think they're going to win it. For me, it's going to be 2-1. I do think Brentford will score. Tony is on top form. Brentford also smashed Leeds last time at home, so they'll have a bit of confidence flowing through the team. But for me, I can only see Arsenal winning. They just look too strong. They've got strength in depth, and everything seems to be clicking for them at the moment. It could be 3-1 maybe if they get a later goal, but I think it will be quite close. Brentford away as well is not the easiest place to go. So for me, 2-1. Unfortunately for Arsenal, Zinchenko, I think, is suspended for this one. Partey and Elneny also have thigh problems, so I'm pretty sure they'll be out for this one. So midfield may be an area where they struggle, and Brentford's midfield is very good at the moment, I have to say, with the likes of Josh Da Silva, Norgard, Jensen and Mikkel Damsgaard coming into the side as well. Not sure if any of those are injured. However, if they are all playing, or at least some of them are playing, they could cause some serious problems for the Arsenal defenders. Guys, the final game of the weekend, since there's only 7 due to 3 of them being postponed. My prediction for this one, I'm going to say 1-1, because Everton have drawn their last 4 games. They've had a lot of draws this season, so I can see it happening again. West Ham also haven't been too bad. However, they have got a game tonight. I'm filming this video on Thursday, so they have got a game in the Europa League, so maybe they'll be a little bit tired. Everton's atmosphere as well at home is very good usually, so I think that will carry them to a draw. I can't see West Ham winning this one. Possibly Everton nicking it, depending on how they play. They've got some new signings as well, but also have so many injuries, including 2 of their goalkeepers, and one of them being Jordan Pickford. Last time these two played at Goodison Park, West Ham did win 1-0, and they also won at the London Stadium last time the two sides met. But for me, I think Everton will nick a point in this one. And I think a 1-0 should be a fair result, but we'll have to see what happens. But guys, if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and turn on the notifications so that you can be one of the first for my next video, which will hopefully be a proper matchday experience. But this is what I can give you for now, guys, because I really don't know if I will be going to another game, like I said, this weekend. Also, at some point in this season, I'm really hoping to be going abroad for a game, because who doesn't want to see a game abroad, especially in the Bundesliga? I study German as well, so obviously that will help practicing German if I go to Germany. But of course, nothing is guaranteed, but I'm still looking to be going to a game almost every week. Maybe not every week, because obviously it is expensive, and when I go to Premier League games, including the travel as well, it really does add up. But if you guys want to see more videos like this, please do let me know, even if it's just other leagues like the Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A, or the French League, or the Portuguese League, whatever, or even the Champions League games, the European ones. I really like them. I'm also loving watching Napoli at the minute. It's absolutely brilliant. I've got a massive soft spot for them. I've been to Napoli as well a couple of times. Here's a picture of me there. I absolutely loved it, guys. So it's great to see Kvaratskhelia, the number 77, playing so well too. So it's great to see Spalletti's team at the top of Serie A. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching if you made it this far. Also, I used my free hit in the Champions, in the Premier League Fantasy. So here it is on the screen now. As you can see, I've made some changes. Now, if you look at the Newcastle video, the one that got 28k views, which is just incredible. You can see my fancy team in there. I've made a few changes since then, but this is what I'm going with for this week. I'm really hoping Isaac does well for Newcastle. I've got big hopes for him, so we'll have to see. But guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video, which will hopefully be a proper matchday experience.